pretty much roughly um, where where an ancient ship is that you guys um, traverse um, the pathway at Ember Falls. However, it is undoubtedly damaged. So you guys are looking for a uh, basically a particular I like your term ancient archaeologist that would have some idea better than most anyway on on repairing such an ancient craft. The person in particular that you're looking for is, and the name in there, um, is Venji. Their location is uh, seemingly within a um, highly highly corrupted area, similar to the fallen forest, which I know Tommy was involved in. Um, so basically, you're traveling there to get the repair guy because that's what was decided, though you don't know the precise location. You just know it's in this forest area, and provided that they're willing to work for you, that you then would have to go and um get to the airship. Um, you guys are also aware that there is a uh, basically the the remaining black robes, or at the very least been able to find out Estra in particular is also enacting things at at the Ember Falls, because there is something very beyond um of energy that is there, um and of course their ultimate goal of cracking cracking the moon prison would ultimately be the result of this. Um, so the decided course of action, as I understand it, is again find and convince the guy who has the repair skills, find ancient downed ship, and then make way to Ember Falls to get to. The reason why you can't just traverse the beam of light is that it is um, allegedly very corruptive, but uh, given that you guys are a light picture of the ancient ship, you should be able to uh, at least make the trip survivable. I know it's been a while, and that was the really condensed version. Does anyone else remember anything that I may have missed, or you feel is
That's more than I remember.
Yeah. If it makes you feel any better, it's more than I remember.
okay? Hmm. Okay. Um, in that case, then, um, with you guys heading into this forest, or you guys minus Tommy, because I don't believe you teleported her here yet. Um, having entered a forest that's clearly dangerous, as there's um, signs of long ago fights and battles, damages in the trees and in the ground, and in this particular case, a rather a rather large like duffel pack that is blooded and in a tree nearby, looking like a previous bit of like an adventurer's uh pack. Um, as I recall, there was also some strange metallization of that seemed to accompany the various damages. Because the area was also riddled with like sharp metal bits, um, just debris of things, and kind of corruption of the terrain itself. Okay, with that, are people ready to begin?
So, we're trying to find him, yeah?
Yeah, you guys have entered the edge of
The dark, creepy
basically the
forest.
forest that is the search.
So, looking over at Ro, I guess we might need ranger.
Well, let's see. Now that I've navigated us in here, let's see if our tracker is available. Reach out to Kami by way of the comb.
Definitely here to use it.
And presuming she's willing to help us track a dude,
Yes. I asked for only one thing.
Hmm?
I don't know what that one thing is yet, but I'll ask for it. You can't say no.
Oh, one of those.
When have I ever done you wrong?
No, I was just noting it was one of those favors. That's. I will blow the MP to cut open either a tree or the ship, whichever is applicable here.
Did I have Sammy with me or did I leave Sammy behind?
You took Sammy with you.
Okay. Welcome home.
Let me acquire the Sammy. Okay. Fortunately, you guys are at the edge of the corruption. I take it you're not wanting to use a corrupt tree.
Not if I can avoid it.
I would also like you not to use a corrupt tree.
Kami comes through and just immediately vomits.
I mean, given what happened to this forest, she might do that anyway.
I'm semi-cured, remember? It's just I feel lightly discomforted it.
Oh, I'm not disputing that. I'm just saying the possibility still exists.
Okay.
I'm not sure why not.
Coming forth from the good tree that is outside of the corrupted area is at first a large animal.
Yeah, Sammy would have want to come through first.
So the question is, Kami, do you want to come from behind Sammy, or do you want to be like riding on Sammy as he's coming?
No. I never ride on my boy. Unless it's an emergency. Because, he moves faster than I do.
Thomas
Yeah.
does it. Kami's in trouble.
Hmm. Well, I just walk up behind them. She's kind of like, she's wearing like a bikini, but she has like all her armor and stuff like in her hand. She was chillaxing by the river. And she got
Well,
the
since I
call.
have infinite words when I contact you, I can bring you up to speed per David's recap. So,
Yeah. No, she's still coming through like that.
well, I have no issue with you coming through that like that. I'm just, she is aware of the situation, so she's coming through informed.
Yeah.
Okay. You walk through. Hmm. The major difference here is more neutral versus that of the warm beach that you were at.
I said river.
Oh, sorry, the warm river that you were at.
I mean, you can have a beach at the river.
Hmm. But see, beach is sandy. It's not naturey enough. Plus, angels don't hang at the beach. They hang in trees. But
Along with the temperature difference comes an immediate sense of discomfort as there are um, intertwined with like metal and debris quite nearby, radiating off corruption and malformity.
I make a face and be like, oh, you could have at least brought me somewhere pleasant first.
Oh yeah, pleasant. Saving the world. That's a pleasant task.
It can be.
Mm,
In another life, maybe I had to have sex on top of a mountain to save the world one time, but not in this one. David didn't laugh at that. I'm pointed at you,
Okay.
David.
He did
Oh,
laugh.
yeah.
It just didn't get picked up by the mic.
Okay.
yeah, all kinds of mic settings that have been changed. So
Oh no, that's a Discord thing. I didn't change that. That's just you are too quiet for the microphone.
me operating from my headset sounds like it's overall better than
Oh no, your headset doesn't pick you up laughing either.
for my quality.
You sound fine when it's on the
Yeah.
stream. Again, your headset just doesn't pick up your laugh.
Yeah, because I didn't hear it.
That's just you and microphones in general. That's not a
Weird. Okay. Kit Kat will walk up to you, Kami. He's not uh he's not doing like a super excited run, but he is walking up to you.
What's up, kid? I can now say congratulations and I'm proud of you in person.
Following him is going to be this individual.
I don't know her.
He's a number of steps behind, but Kit Kat will give you a hug and say it's good to see you.
Me too. Is that your woman?
You feel the shifting of his jaws if he's going to respond to you while he's hugging you, but she'll respond before he gets a chance to. And what if I am?
Nothing. I mean, I just thought his standards were a little better.
Okay, David didn't quite catch that. What?
She's like, nothing. I just thought his standards were better. But if she makes you happy, I'm happy for you.
I will see exactly what you think. What do you think of me when you actually see me in action?
I'm not worried about the action part. I've left those days behind me. And you can thank. Ah, shit.
You can do it.
You can thank. I remember I used to call him Roxas. You can thank Roxas for that. He's domesticated a wild bear. You're welcome.
Kit Kat will will pull away. Yeah, the changes are definitely going to be happening, provided we actually get to the moon for all this.
Yeah, some of us won't make it. That's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. I think she's gonna smile. See, I made a joke. Thomas.
Okay, Turblane, Sammy will rush over to you and attempt to pounce on you.
Thomas will let it happen.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
gonna say, just let it happen. He misses you.
He will. Hold on. Let me make a. Huh. Question.
Yep.
Actually, can I make a dexterity-based perception check since this is about to happen?
A dexterity-based perception check?
Deception.
Oh, deception.
No. Perception.
You can make a perception check, yeah.
I'm not sure how you would do a dexterity-based perception.
That's okay. So you did say dexterity-based perception.
Yes, I did.
Okay. In which case, then yeah. How do you propose a dexterity-based perception?
Sensing the tremors of the ground as the giant lion is coming pounding towards me.
Given that wisdom includes like environmental awareness.
Okay, either way. A 17 in total for the perception.
17? 17 is a pretty good roll. Yeah, you'll be able to feel or hear the bounding.
You also have that tremor sense.
Well, I mean, if you want like super detailed.
Then a 12 performance check to act like I've been slain by the beast.
12.
12, okay. 12 is fair. 12 is anyone who has like serious experience with with people like at plays and stuff. They think, okay, I see the acting in it a bit, but okay.
The only one who's really going to be is Jitana, right? Like, she's the only one who's never seen Sammy before.
Sana at first is she's wondering if he was going to try to eat you or something. Um,
He's tasting me.
but yes, he does lean down and greet you while pinning you to the ground, and then just lies on you.
Actual footage of what Titan will do next month. This month.
This month.
Mitchell will go, "Aw."
I mean, Mint has met Sammy before.
Yeah, but he pounced
He's
on
never,
Charlie and greeted him, and then just lied down on him. So it's like, oh,
yeah, he's never been this cuddly when she last met Sammy. Was with Sammy.
Jana does have this look on her face, wondering just how fearsome this new creature is, given the cuddly intro.
What's our proficiency at?
6.
That's coming
That
soon
means
update.
Yeah, I've been keeping her up to date.
no, I know. It just means my boon of invincibility goes up by 1. That's all. Instead of 2, I now have 3. Since it's half my proficiency, round down. But half
I
of
guess
6
while
is
they're
3.
having that moment, I will check the bag here, which I was adding to the loot crate, while we were waiting for people. So
So if it's bag, um, to your passive perception.
22.
Okay. The thing I didn't notice is there was this reunion, and Rochester over here, so like, okay, yeah, she's here. Okay, I went to this bag.
I mean, he's been seeing her on the regular, so
Yeah.
like the most shocking thing he's seen is like, oh my god, I didn't know she owned one of those.
She's in a bikini. I went to this bag.
She was wearing one the day that y'all first met her.
That's true.
That doesn't mean she brought it with her.
That's fair. That was the only time I wore the bikini.
As I've seen her in lots of other stuff, just that one's new.
But that 22. You will notice that the disruption around here. While there's of course old signs of fighting, there are what appear to be like really sharp claw marks, like in multiple points of the ground nearby that are far more recent, but you would need something like a survival roll to get that.
You got an associate skill for IDing them while we're at it?
A gonna be a nature roll. The claw marks look tiger-like. Um, the While the claws are tiger-like, the big distribution on the ground and everything, um, it seems to be a bit more weighty than one would expect. Um, you'll also notice what appears to be gold flecks, which could be decorative barding. So definitely some kind of again tiger-like entity.
Okay, so we got Tiger Rider out here somewhere.
Okay. We got lions and tigers, and
Bears.
I don't qualify as a bear.
Mental say
No,
bunnies.
I do, don't I?
No. No,
I
you're
want to
far
be.
too
I want to be a bear. Rawr.
scared. Not quite hairy enough.
No.
Feel free to click on the yellow marker bag if you.
Yeah, I already transcribed it. I was doing that while we were doing prep.
Oh, all of it.
Yep.
Okay.
Once I saw it was clickable, I was like, oh, I got time to kill. Let me. It's already in the loot crate,
Okay. Wow. Well, yeah. In that
and we'll
case,
probably be replacing the loot crate when I get some time to actually transfer stuff because one of those items is actually really nice in terms of being a bag holding.
okay. Yeah. Yeah. Messing with all kinds of stuff then in the background.
Say in the back rooms.
Cool. Okay. I guess that'll.
So yeah, they're having their tense reunion, and there's just Ro in the background just chucking stuff over his shoulder.
That'll be something looked at a bit later. Ian. Looks like Kami has gone to greet Tomas.
Pomos. Penis.
Felix!
That never grows old.
I'll forever laugh at that scene whenever I see the movie. I guess I guess Thomas is being method and coughing with the weight of Sammy being off him.
Oh no, that is not method. That is body. Yeah. What's up? I told him we didn't need you, but Ro insisted.
She was so mad, bro. And he looks back at you. It's like, yeah, okay.
It's good to see you.
It's good to see you too. How are the children?
Alive, I think.
Cool, cool, cool.
Sorry, I'm not good at this small talk stuff.
That's fine. That's what alcohol is for.
That's true. He pulls out a flask, takes a swig. It has been a while since you had some of the good stuff.
Facts. You do not tell a lie. She will hold her hand out.
He will pass her the flask. There's this dramatic cut to him handing her the flask and like a knowing smile being traded between the two of them.
Key item flask lost.
Yeah.
Don't forget how dangerous.
Drinks have indeed been had. With that quick bit of reunion, there is a
Purple breed.
reverberating sound in the distance, as if a piece of a thin metal has been like plucked or disturbed, making that kind of metal weavery noise. Sound kind of wailing, corrupt and partially transformed tree.
Oh, that was weird.
Yeah.
Was it though?
Weird metallic sound in the middle of the woods. A little bit.
I mean, it's corrupted.
It might have been a tree falling in the woods.
All right.
There've been stranger things.
Yeah. I got some looks like tiger tracks over here. I don't know if that's a lead on the guy we're looking for or not, but
according to what you guys know, he's been in this area for a while.
Yeah. I'm not an expert tracker / bounty hunter, so I'm not exactly sure where to start.
I'll take a look.
I think I'm actually doing pretty well. I was able to identify it as a tiger.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean, if you want to keep on, that's fine.
No. I explicitly brought you here because I know you're better at this.
Mm-hmm.
I picked up some things, but not
not
to your
all
level.
the things.
Yeah.
I got you. All right. So is that survival?
Back to the commie only takes me so far.
Oh, didn't I have a feat that lets me know like how many people, blah blah blah, all that jazz? I thought I did.
I think that's just a ranger thing.
Oh, okay.
I think you have to use survival to read the tracks.
Yeah, you roll survival and then you get like full cutscene flashbacks or whatever you just looked at.
Let me dump this out so I can grab some dice. Where is my D20? Here we go. Bone saw is ready. All right, Blue, don't fail me now. Okay, that's a 14 plus 18. This one. A lot. There we go. Ha ha! That's my survival.
Oh, 5 points better.
Yeah.
Just know I can never tell a lie. Literally. Unless I somehow nat 20 it.
Looking around at the tracks, tiger-like means are definitely tiger-like. So you're looking at um, 2 to 4 times heavier uh, than your run-of-the-mill tiger.
Does it maybe look like he was like a packing? Like he was loaded down with stuff?
But the tiger,
Yeah. It's
the,
definitely heavier than a regular tire. Maybe he
for,
had like weight on him.
for what
Was
you
he
can tell,
packing? Did he have a huge tiger dick? The fans want to know.
not these particular ones, but the heavier one, most certainly. Um, uh, the weight from what you can tell is equally distributed enough that it doesn't look to you like it was loaded down with equipment.
Okay.
It seems more to you like somehow its body weight has just become denser,
Hmm.
because it doesn't appear larger than a typical tiger, with the exception of some distinctly other tracks that are a bit larger. But the more numerous ones that you're seeing are standard size. Just the impressions and the depth and everything's indicating that they're much heavier. The flecks of gold that um, that Ro found, um, you are able to recognize are in line with these tracks, meaning it came from whatever these tracks made. Now
Mm.
you can make me a nature or arcana roll if you're wanting to get some more information based off of that, because it appears to be attached to the tracks. I don't know if your ranginess gives you advantage for on those rolls for things that you're tracking or not.
Uh, I think Sammy gets advantage for tracking, but he has to have a scent first.
And if Sammy is helping you, you get advantage because of assist.
Okay,
Mm.
let me reiterate. This is for the Arcana and/or Nature roll for flex that the flecks of gold that were found, that Kami is able to tell due to the description pattern that it was from what would left these tracks.
Okay. I can assist her since I was also looking at this too. And
Guidance.
Yeah,
the hack spell.
yeah, either Nature or Arcana.
I'm gonna roll nature because it's higher.
Okay.
And then
So nature at advantage with a D4 because you can guide yourself.
yeah. Okay, that is a 3 on the D4. So that becomes a 19. Yay for science. Did I add? Yeah, because I said it. Brought me up to a 19.
Yeah. You can see in these um in these flecks of gold, that there's also bits of darker um darker fur, or though it's far too stiff to be regular fur. For what you are able to ascertain with your wealth of experience and assistance and just great rolls there. From what you can figure, it's denser tigers that are moving around. Are getting heavier because they are being transmuted into some kind of metal.
Mm. Oh, that can't be good. Good thing I have a fire sword. Okay, so the tiger uh is was transmuted into like some type of metal creature.
You're able to tell, despite all of the tracks, that there are two.
Transmuted or corrupted?
Mm, I can't tell if they're corrupted just from a footprint. Be nice, but I'm no Wolverine.
Sure you can. Stick your face down in there and sniff deep.
The last time I was told to inhale things, I ended up allergic to corruption. Pointed look at Ro.
Um, Mental comment. Well, I don't think things usually turn metal like that, so it's given there's debris and everything around, probably
Mm.
it's probably what this area.
Oh yeah, more than likely. If I had to be transmuted, I would like to be transmuted into a dragon.
I
What was this?
Then I want to build my horde.
insert unfortunate Ron Wasserman song here.
But
All right,
okay.
so those are just around. Then they're not necessarily connected to the guy we're looking for.
Not unless he came with tigers and they transmuted. Do we
Lisa didn't
know
mention
if
that,
this?
so
Do we know if this is the entry point? Like, did he come this way or?
Kit Kettle. Well, from what I recall, from what I was what I was told when we had the meeting, the guy's kind of based out here.
Hmm.
So it's less they recently entered and they have been here for a bit
so yeah,
doing research.
yeah, in theory, he's been out here studying the wildlife or whatever.
He's
Okay.
probably corrupted too.
Are there any plants nearby that aren't corrupted?
It's that tree you just came out of.
Is that but that's outside of the corruption though. It's not
Yeah,
inside.
I want something inside the corruption.
Okay, for that, I would need a survival or survival, nature, or investigation roll.
I'm definitely gonna go with survival
Okay. Um, if you're looking
and guide
around, since
myself.
you're looking around to try to find something so specific, you'd be spending a minimum of an hour because there's debris and metal coming out of trees, stuff like that.
That's okay.
We-
I, if the party's okay with that, of course.
All right, you're the expert. We're just, we brought you here because you know what you're doing. So if you think it's going to take an hour,
That's survival. I feel like stuff is about to go to shit soon. Because there's no way my dice are that friendly.
wow, you cannot roll low. You are specialized.
I have a plus 18 and survival
Nice.
and
Okay.
animal handling. And acrobats, apparently. No wonder Rygro is with me. I'm very flexible.
Okay, so you said you wanted to find like some uncorrupted plant life. You're talking trees or just like grass and flowers?
Trees, glass or flowers, either are. It's plant life. I can talk to it regardless. unless it's corrupted. Like I feel like I probably could talk to a corrupted plant, but I probably won't like what they have to say. So also, I don't want to get corrupted by proxy.
You will find a yet corrupted sapling.
Oh, this person. I
It's
am
just
totally gonna. I'm gonna save you. I'm gonna save you. Hi, sapling. It's me, your friendly neighborhood ranger here.
you're lucky this is a David world and not a Brian world. Brian would corrupt it while you're talking to it.
Right before my very eyes.
I mean, David still could, but not on it, so the twist won't hit as heavy.
Oh no, we're gonna save it now.
So are you using like talk with plants or something?
Yeah,
Okay.
speak with plants. Yeah.
I want to grow up to produce good berries.
Oh, and I want you to grow up to produce good berries too. As she's like talking to this plant, she's gonna be like asking people to check for like jars and stuff as she's like digging around to like scoop this plant up to save it. Transfer it to some safe place. I need to ask you a question. Have you seen any people walking on two legs like I am come in here or come by here?
It was a long time ago when I was shorter than this.
I guess plants can't count.
Not
That's
usually.
good. Did
Also,
they
it's
have
very relative.
did they have lumps on their chests or were they straight? And like when she like says straight, she like rubs up and down Thomas's chest like this.
No, no bumps.
No bumps. Okay. Awesome. Do you happen to know what direction they went in? Did they go north, south, west, east? And as she says these locations, she like points in the direction she's talking about.
The sapling um will denote whichever direction you pointed to when it was north deeper into.
Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. All right. Well, thank you, sapling. I will take them and put them in a glass jar or whatever item we
Okay.
found to save this plant to put in, so we can take this plant with us when we go.
As you were digging around, you will find that while the topsoil um around the sapling is fine, the ground underneath, just the beginning, parts of the earth are showing signs of corruption. I will need a nature roll from you who are wanting to safely extract this plant without having it coming into contact with any corruption in the ground. If you have proficiency in the herbalism kit, you can roll with advantage.
I do not. I don't think. Let me double check. I doubt it. I doubt I do because that seems very uncommon. Like, yeah, I don't.
And I assist using earth crystal shit.
Ooh.
Yes, you can. That would grant you advantage.
Also, it's a nat 20.
Oh,
Thanks for the aid, Thomas. Thanks for the aid.
You're welcome. It seemed important to you.
Yeah.
20 for a total of?
Was I rolling nature?
Yes.
That'd be 37.
7. Okay. When you remove the sapling, you will in fact see that when you extract it uh, that there are attached to the saplings root are basically subterranean um like better term seedlings like attached to the root network that you can also extract. Uh, Nature roll, you'll be able to tell that if you harvest these seedlings that are attached to the sapling's root system, you can use it to brew I was going to say drink, but a kind of or tea rather, but a kind of drink more precisely. Um, that will give um, a person an excess amount of energy. In this case, what it does is it essentially gives a buffer of 2 exhaustion levels for if there's anything that drains your exhaustion. It'll instead take one from that buffer instead of actually having a negative effect to your exhaustion level.
Oh, cool, cool, cool.
There are. Okay. 5 um enough to make 5
Oh, awesome. All right. I will pocket those to save for later and let everybody know that if they start feeling exhausted, let me know. I can brew them a drink.
Just to be clear, that wasn't part of the actual plant, right?
as a part of the sapling's root system.
Yeah. So you're gonna like use up some of its roots and
Yeah, it's a plant.
it's like I'm gonna save it.
I am
But
saving
at
it.
the end of the day,
I am saving it. I'm just also at the same time harvesting it.
Yeah, as long as she plants the main part of the sapling, it'll survive.
Yeah. All right, I don't even have to plant it. We can just use water. We'll just turn it into a hydro plant.
You want to use hydroponics here?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you do control water, so I suppose that works.
I forgot about that.
You're welcome.
I don't think I added it to my sheet, so it's cool.
Well, you don't have water stuff.
It's probably on here somewhere. I just don't readily see it. That's all.
But the water crystal? It's a handout in your journal.
Ah, okay, not on my sheet. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it just says
Out
water
of,
crystal. It's kind of hard to miss. It's under library.
out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, you know how those water signs are, so emotional.
It's
I'm
also in
dying
the
over
cellular
here.
library.
Hey, out of sight, out of mind, my guy. Tommy is emotional. That's all good.
Okay, with that, it sounds like you guys have a direction.
hmm If I see any more plants, that I'm gonna try and save them.
Okay. Unless you make a concentrated search, you're not going to happen by any good plants at the moment, given just
Yeah.
the level of corruption here.
hmm
Okay. As you guys
Don't worry, I can see almost invisible people, and I
Can I
can't be
get
surprised.
Kaze can see invisible people.
Rogue? Can I get a saving throw based off of your casters? Due to these plants not entirely being right.
Charisma save.
Yeah, that's what your caster said.
At 20.
Woo woo.
Okay. There is a, for lack of a better term, a constant amount of like noise and shifting feeling that you're getting when you're connecting with the surrounding surrounding environment. That sound um is trying to like as you're connecting to it, it's trying to connect to you, but you're able to kind of push back and get a bit more clarity.
I would say let it connect to you, but then I realize we're in a corrupted forest, so that might not be the
Yeah,
best.
it's mainly just a perception buff.
Okay.
We know shit's fucking around out here. It's like, okay, I just want to hear it coming.
Okay. Um, in that case, given what you rolled, and that goes out to 60. Okay. As you guys are traveling, um, I will, unless you have, well, as you usually flying among trees. So, if I can get, if you're on the ground, this would be athletics. If you're flying, this would be acrobatics. So an athletics or an acrobatics check during your trip. I will also need whoever is being point. Either either make a navigation tool roll if you're the navigation tool, or a survival roll for efficient about traveling.
Okay, I'm assuming I'm point, so I'm
That's
assuming
I
survival.
figured you were point. Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
And you said an
the
acrobatics roll.
In acrobatics to fly and a survival or navigator's tools roll to navigate.
well,
But because I'm
I
so
need to correct
dexterous,
that.
can't it be acrobatics for me?
I need to correct that. If you're on the ground, if you're traveling along the ground, is athletics. If you are flying,
Then it's acrobatics.
then it's acrobatics because, as I mentioned before, the ground is full of debris, along with just like these metal like blades and spikes that have like malformed from the ground. Some of the grass is also more blade-like,
Is
or
this
rather,
considered magical terrain?
in a manner of speaking. It's not slowing you down though so much as being a physical hazard.
Okay, because I
Because
wasn't sure if that goes with ignoring difficult terrain. So okay, I got you.
ignoring the difficult terrain is more like terrain that slows you down, which
Got you.
I know
Got
you
you.
have that, so it's not slowing you down. It's just being a physical hazard because there's also like vines that are hanging down that are spiky, metal protruding from trees. While flight is also be having issues.
Yeah, which is why my debate is since I'm a dex character, that I should be able to roll acrobatics on the ground.
Just because you made the character doesn't mean you get to roll acrobatics on the ground.
No, I mean I'm very dexterous. My character is dex based, so everything I do is fluid and motion. It's like a
Okay,
dance.
if you want to like either what's the term, brachiate, where you're tarzaning around or using your wings, because athletics is more for like running, jumping, things of that nature.
I wouldn't run, and jumping I would like Twitter, Twitter, like a bird. Chee, 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 chee.
Are you primarily traversing via the ground? Especially
Yes, yes.
because you'd be okay.
I was just trying to make the case that since I'm a Dex-based character and all my skills primarily use Dex, that I should use Dex for this skill as well. Is all I was trying to fight for.
Well, if you're flying, acrobatics is dex based.
Yeah, but I'm not flying. Is what that's why I'm trying to make the case that since I'm on the ground, because dancing you would use Dex, you wouldn't use Strength for dancing.
Dancing falls under like performance or acrobatics, as I recall.
Yeah. But I'm like,
But
I'm not a swashbuckler. That wouldn't work.
I say because even if there were areas where you could say bounce off of bits of metal, that's not going to be prevalent enough
I tried.
for an acrobatics roll to count. While there may be moments of that, that's not the primary.
Yeah. Okay, I tried. If let's see, that is, I think that's 17. Yeah. No, that's not too bad.
Oh, Mint is not that bad at athletics, though. I mean, she rolled really crappy, but she's not that bad at athletics. She probably them legs.
Mm, this is not my
You
cup
know,
of tea.
funny.
Oh, and the survival roll. That's right. That just forgot just that quickly. I got you. Show off. Okay, that's.
Your son's better than you.
Mhm. But that's a good thing. She would want that. That's my survival roll.
Okay. In which case, before I get to the results of these rolls, yeah. With your navigation, with your survival roll and being point, um, or you will get to a area that's naturally elevated. So where a drop off of the ground slopes down, so you have a good vantage point. You
Oh,
will be
God damn it.
able to identify based on the various likelihoods of where you're figuring a person based here would be. From this elevated position, you are able to note that you could be going on the path that you're going now, which um, which is fine. You'll notice a sparser path that you could take in terms of being more sparse of debris and just the metal twistedness of this terrain, but um, it looks like it's going to be more along a extended curve and take longer. You also notice that there is a tunnel, um, which, judging by the disruption of the ground, um, you believe will uh, will ex- will accelerate your travel time in part due, um, uh, due to basically some water running through it. So if you're willing to slip and slide, it would be faster. However, the opening has more jagged bits in it. What this is going to be determining is one, how quickly you're going to get to your destination, which I can give you firmer timetables, rough timetables if you'd like, and also determine level of scratches and gashes, if any, based upon these rolls that you guys would be receiving. So obviously, taking longer with the longer curved path will add to your time, but the less damage. The path you've been on so far is just going to be, no adjustment. And the Slippy Slide tunnel with the jagged bits in it is going to be more dangerous, but the Slippy Slide nature of it will accelerate your timetable. Going faster will knock 3 days off your path. Going the longer way will add 3 day. Will add 2 days to your path. And of course, your current course won't make any adjustments at all.
Okay, I will lay out the options for the party to see which one they have. They prefer. Is it at all possible to check the jagged edges to see like how jagged or how strong the edges are to see if maybe like if we put a shield down we can like get rid of these jagged edges?
Um, Given that it's the same kind of metal that you've been traveling through for a little bit now,
Got you, got you,
um,
got you.
you'd be able to tell that um that this metal, if enough force is applied, uh can cut through like regular shields. If you have a magical shield, then that would help against the damages due to the sheer like durability that a magical shield would have.
What about a magical sword? Like, is there like my sun sword? Could I like use it to melt down the edges to make them like blunt versus jagged?
Um, well, like, would you be doing this like during your travel? Because if you're using heat like that to blunt everything you come across, then you'd be slowed down just because there's spiky bits lots and lots of places. So
Yeah.
you could use your heat to lessen the damage, unless you're using the tunnel, because the slip and slide, you kind of can't go slow with the slip and slide.
No, no, no. But maybe I could like, searing smite on my way through the tunnel is what I'm thinking. And then Ro could come back, come through with his ice powers to make it easier for everybody else to come down. So now it's a safe slip inside versus a dangerous one.
Well, again, keep in mind there's going to be bits inside the tunnel. Um, if you're wanting to go through and use your magic like that, because that you're usually talking about a spell, right? Rending smite.
Yeah. Yeah. Searing smite says, oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I would lessen the damage to Sage if you guys are gonna do that. However, it um it will for the purposes of how frequently you have to do it. It will mean that at the end of the travel montage, that you and Ro would be left with 1/3 of your spell.
I
Mm.
think I can do us one better.
Mhm.
Because keep in mind, this is going to be 5 minutes. This is going to represent the primary path you guys are going to be taking for the rest of the travel that will be over time.
Yeah. Well, I figured because the tunnel is going to take us how long? Like a couple of minutes to get through?
Well, unless you can see underground, I can't be precise about that, but it will be a subterranean thing for a bit. Some
Okay,
will
got
be
you.
slip and slide, some won't. Hence the acceleration.
Got you. Is the tunnel big enough for Sammy to put Mint on his back or no?
Yes, you can do that. That wouldn't shield her from the bits though, because the metal bits are like growing out of the earth.
Yeah. But it lessens her chance of getting hurt.
Lessons
It
her what?
doesn't because her lessens her chance of getting hurt. It doesn't nullify it completely, but it makes it smaller because it'll hit Sammy before it hit her.
Provided there aren't things coming directly poking out of the roof ceiling, rather.
Yeah, but Sammy, if she sits on Sammy's back and like leans down, will be taller. Like it'll still hit him before it hits her. Is that a submarine?
Okay.
Remember the tunneling machine from Ocean's 13?
Ah!
Okay. The vehicle will be taking damage at that point, but
Oh yes, but with the spinny bit on the front, and maybe rig it so it's something a little bit closer to like sword breakers on the front. I'm not substituting it'll take damage, but if I'm designing a machine that's intentionally designed to deal with the type of terrain, maybe it'll take less damage.
well, you essentially have the ground transmuting into dangerous metal stuff from going out to all directions.
Oh yeah, I understand that. It's like so the idea was we were talking, if we go into the tunnel and we put the tunneling machine into tunnel, maybe if it's got this trowel thing on the front, maybe you can that's spinning, maybe you can break at least some of those as it's going, so that it's taking, if not no damage, at least less damage because it's breaking the stuff before it's actually making a real impact. Similar to her melting it idea.
Yeah.
Probably will still
I
take some
mean,
damage, but maybe it'll take less damage. And either way, since I can keep recasting that, it's taking the damage and we're not.
so are you saying if it breaks to the point that it becomes unusable, you're going to spend ritual time to cast it again?
I take another 10 minutes to summon it again. Yeah, unless it breaks really quickly, in which case then it's not it becomes impractical to do it if I have to
So
keep doing it every
yeah.
10 minutes. But
I don't know how many hit points is.
uh, you're gonna have to make a call because the hit points are returned by the type of vehicle I'm summoning. Now I can base it on an existing vehicle in the book, like we've been doing for like the car and the motorcycle. In which case, I can give you a ballpark.
I'm figuring it's going to have like 100, 100 to 300.
That's probably a fair guess. I'm trying to load up Descent into Avernus now.
Okay. Because you brought about the picture and everything, I kind of thought you had something you were basing this off of.
Well, I was basing I wanted to discuss the design first, in terms of if the concept was even viable before I pulled stat block. Because obviously nobody has stat blocks a digging machine.
Even the underworld, the abyssal plains, that surprises me actually.
Well, the only
There's
thing
things to dig that you can.
Descent into Avernus is their attempt at being Mad Max. So everything that's statted in that book is like weird Mad Max vehicles, not digging machines.
I mean, that would count as a weird Max vehicle to me, but
Okay, it's probably closest to the Demon Grinder, since the Demon Grinder actually has the thing on the front.
because, I mean, as mentioned, this these metal things can pierce like non-magical shields and stuff.
Okay, so we have the Chompers, the Wrecking Balls, which have their own hit points because vehicles do sub-assemblies in D&D. The vehicle has an armor class of 19, 200 hit points, and a damage threshold of 10.
Okay. You will know that damage threshold will be easily pierced.
Yeah, and since I have to base it on something existing, I obviously can't amp that damage threshold, or if I can't amp it by much. I might be able to get it to like 12 or something. But yeah, like I said, I'm not surprised that the vehicle is risking taking damage. The question was, would it live long enough to make using the vehicle as opposed to us trying to navigate it, practical? Which, and again, since we're trying to optimize it to at least break up some of the bladey stuff before it hits it, that might improve its odds of survival. Hopefully.
Pretty cool.
But we won't know until we try the experiment, so we have to at least do it, for a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't planning on segmenting those two.
Well, it's a matter of, how far can the vehicle get before it dies? That which you were just talking about it taking damage. So that's you said it would be easily pierced, so we know that even with the optimized drill, it will be easily pierced. Fine, but at that point, it's a question of how far does 200 hit points get us? If it gets us 30 feet, we know this is not practical.
Yeah, and then we'll just have to go low. What's
200 hit
you know?
points?
Yeah.
You're looking. This is requiring me to kind of give you an answer to something Forge tried.
Well, no. The idea is
No,
we get
no.
into the vehicle and we try it and see how far it goes before it dies. So we are trying it.
Yeah.
We are committing to the action.
Okay.
It's just whatever's happening is happening to the vehicle while we're inside it, as opposed to us as people.
I'll have to segment the time then. Because it was meant to be done in one go, but with what you guys are doing, I'm having to break that up one more.
I have reached my evening cap. I am fading out. So I am going to go ahead and call it here for me. You guys are free to continue on. Good night.
Good night.
Right.
Sleep well.
Okay. Getting into to the vehicle. You guys are looking at multiple days.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
So I don't know how roomy this is.
I mean, it's a gargantuan vehicle, and I could put the gallery in here. So this gargantuan vehicle won't fit in the tunnel, in which case I can size it to whatever size the tunnel is. But I can design the vehicle when I cast the spell.
It's a sizable tunnel.
Yeah.
That's not really the concern. Okay.
But yeah, I can put sleeping quarters in there, or I can put the gallery up. If since we can do gallery on the move, since we did that with the ship.
Yeah.
In which case, with 2 days of travel, it will effectively take 166 points of damage.
Okay, so it covered 2 days for us, and I believe the tunnel is 3 days long.
No, it takes 3 days off of the total
It takes
travel.
3 days off.
Okay, so did you have an idea of how long we were supposed to be in the tunnel?
No, because we have to go through the tunnel.
Okay, well, when you said it took 3 days, when you were able to figure out it took 3 days off the journey, I wasn't sure if that meant you knew how far away we were from our destination.
Based off of guesstimates.
Well, yeah. Well, if she's basing it off of guesstimates, I mean, she in theory has a guesstimate of how far away we are, and then if we subtract 3 days from that, we have. That said, it made it in 2 days. It took only 166 out of 200.
I said it effectively did. Yes.
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming that that there are probably like patchwork things.
Oh yeah.
So,
Okay, so in that case, that means when we get at 100, and considering I have to recast it every 8 hours anyway.
when I say effective, I mean however if you're recasting it or whatnot, by the time the travel time is over, it will be at 166 points of damage.
Right, I understood that.
Well, you're talking about refreshing it.
Well, the spell has a duration of 8 hours, so.
No, I get that.
And you said at the end of 2 days, it'll have taken 166 damage.
At the end of 2 days, whatever casting state you have it at, the vehicle will have taken 166 points of damage. If you recast it, like prior to that, yes, its health will be refreshed, but by the time you get
No,
to the end,
I'm not disputing that. I understand that when the scene picks up again 2 days later, it has taken 166 damage.
Okay.
I'm just going, okay, that means it makes it at least 2 days, which means this is a viable plan.
Yeah.
Well, you've done it at this point.
Oh yeah.
Because you guys said you were trying it and committing to it.
Oh yeah. We were assuming that it made it more than 5 feet before dying. Yeah, we were, which is what you were confirming. It's like, yes, okay, through re-ups and everything, it is a viable enough plan to have successfully made it 2 days into the tunnel without anybody getting hurt beyond the vehicle.
Yeah.
Are we out of the tunnel then at the end of the 2 days, or
at the end of 2 days, you will have reached the next point. As said, the entire thing was intended to kind of determine what path you were taking, how damaging things were, and such.
Okay, so we have made it to whatever the next leg of this journey is.
Yeah,
cool.
It just rather. There's not much to describe given you're going to be in a vehicle for the majority of the
time. Yeah.
Obviously, yeah.
Okay, is there anything that you guys want to be doing during that cramped travel time?
I guess reconnecting with Kit Kat and, of course, Thomas.
Yep.
And regaling anybody who wants to listen of my travels.
Kit Kat will wanna hear it. Jatara will be around Kit Kat, so she seems to have some issue with you, but she's not being
That's okay.
really loud about it or anything.
I know exactly what the issue is. You're another female in her presence.
Oh wait, I am. Well, no, Mint.
Yes, but Mint is not potentially a threat to her status as alpha mate.
Ew, I'm not either.
She doesn't know that yet. She doesn't know you well enough. She just sees how Kit Kat looks at you.
I would like to confirm that Kit Kat, of course, has no romantic inclinations towards you. He does, however, admire you. So
yeah, I didn't think he would. I adopted him as my son. That would be kind of awkward. Son, and he's like lover. Like, wait, hold on. No, I assumed he was okay with the status quo of being my child. So
no, which he is, but as mentioned, Jasana knows you only by the lens that the Kit Kat has, which
okay.
which has pictured you as rather impressive and influential over him.
That's her issue. That's her issue. Okay. I mean, at one point, If Kit Kat's asleep and she's up, she's just gonna let her know. Like, she's not even worth Kami's time. Like, you are a fly. You mean nothing to me. If he likes you, he likes you. I'm not gonna get in the way of that unless you do something that I think is egregious. And by that, you'd have to stab him in the back. As long as you don't do that, we're cool. You're chill. You can relax now. I'm not a helicopter dad. I'm a laid back dad. Well, semi laid back. You will have to do training with him, and he can tell you training with me is not pleasant.
A lot of hard times on hard times on myself. So I think your training won't be too much of an issue.
Okay. Yeah, you're cool. Just stop stressing yourself out over nothing. If I wanted you to be gone, you would have been gone the moment I got through that portal.
Play nice.
I am playing nice. I'm letting her know she don't need the stress. She's cool. I'm just letting her know.
I know that's being nice for you. That was just a general walking by, play nice, not addressed to anybody in particular. And like, Ro is well aware you are being, for you, this is incredibly nice.
Yeah, she'll give like a dismissive, scoff,
Have Moogles bring extra booze to, make everybody happy.
I'm not saying I'm necessarily stronger than you, but I think I could take you.
Anybody can take me. All you need is grit and determination. I'm not infallible. I bleed too. It may be silver, but it's still blood.
Bleeds, pukes, squirts. Ow.
Like jab.
Just relax a little bit. Well, I'm glad you're not going to try to involve yourself with our dynamics. That being said,
That's what we call those now.
Mm-hmm. I thought they were called entanglements, but okay. But that being said,
I don't want you in my news.
I can't make any promise that. If he decides that what I say is something he wants to believe in or do, I mean, I'm not going to stop him. I'm his dad after all. It's, children sometimes are influenced by their parents. I hate to break it to you. It just can't be helped, whether good or bad.
Everything said and done, he's going to be running things, and our own people have to make decisions for ourselves by ourselves.
Again, I'm not saying I'm making choices for him. Let's clarify that. I'm just saying if he happens to be influenced by something I said or my actions, I have no control over that. He is his own person. Whether what he decides he wants to be influenced by is up to him.
You two are saying the same thing.
I know. I'm making sure she understands that.
Which she clearly doesn't. You're like, I won't interfere, but I can't help it if he listens to me. And she's like, don't interfere. Like, I'm not.
I'm not. It is not my goal to interfere.
I'm just acknowledging he has free will. And you're like, don't fuck with his free will. And I'm like, I'm not. I'm a mentor. He's going to listen sometimes. I can't help it. That's how the mentor thing works.
Like, it's just something that comes with the position.
I want him to make his own decisions. I do, but occasionally he seems to me for advice, and I'm going to give it. And he might listen, he might not.
He might actually do what I say. Like it's not up to me. I have no control over this. She must have brushed your teeth recently because your breath don't stink so bad. No, it doesn't. Your breath don't stink so bad.
Look, you paranoid.
Like, I don't know how much more you want me to say or how many other way you want me to say it. It's out of my ballpark at that point. I'm not lying if that's what she's trying to incite me on.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, she's scrutinizing you.
Yeah.
That's all she wants.
Yeah, she's more than welcome to. She's more than welcome to. But like, are you done now? Are you satisfied? And temporarily abated. Which one is it?
It's fine.
Yes, of course it is.
What,
I'm glad
when
you finally
it's
came
no
to that
longer fine,
conclusion.
you'll know.
I probably won't know. Again, you're like a fly. Not that you're not important to whatever it is that we're doing, just that on the scale of things, you're like at the bottom of my list. And Kami pats herself on the back. I was nice. I did good. I deserve a reward.
Amazing what a vacation has done for your temperament.
Who knew? All I needed was a couple of months off.
I don't know what you've been doing for the last 1,800 years that didn't count as time off, but yeah.
Well, remember, she slept a lot of it, and then there was Rick that was kind of annoying the piss out of her. And then you made me sniff corruption, so there was also that.
Well, yeah, but I mean, she was super cranky before any of that.
No, true. But
she was not cranky. That. She was cranky after the sleeping, and Rick had already happened. But I mean, by the time we met her, she was already in full cranky.
Oh yeah, but Rick was back in the picture when she woke up. So, yeah. And then having to follow Thomas around, it's like a babysitting job. Chasing after toddlers is not fun.
But yeah. He seems satisfied for the moment.
Good. To Rose, she's gonna be like, "Yeah, he has such bad taste in women." You should be happy you got the cream of the crop.
Can't judge him on his taste, given my past, but yeah, I think I did good.
Yep.
Well, she does seem more agreeable to him.
Of course she does. She's been perfectly agreeable to us, but again, we're not, threatening her alpha female status. So
yeah, apparently I do. I just got back, and apparently she's like, and has her hackles risen.
It's like she saw boobs, and she saw the way he looked at you with actual respect, and she went, "Nope."
Despite the fact that she has called him her son.
You have proficiency in history.
I think I do, honestly. Yep, I do.
That covers cultures and.
Well, that might tell us something about some of the stuff they do in the bedroom. If she heard him call him son, and we're like, ooh. Kit Kat have a mommy kink?
But I'm not mommy. Thomas is mommy. Tommy is daddy. Tommy definitely gives off daddy energy.
It doesn't mean that's the word he uses in the bedroom.
No, that's fair. That is fair. That is fair. Just because I say I'm daddy doesn't mean he calls me daddy. Now I have to ask him. At one point, I am gonna ask Kit Kat if he calls me daddy. Like, I have to know this.
Assuming that he is aware that's what you call yourself concerning him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. He does. He doesn't mind calling you, calling you dad. Though he will also use the term mentor at times as well.
Okay, yeah. Because now we adopted him back at the bar.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
But did you have proficiency?
Yeah, I do have proficiency.
Okay. In which case you would just you just be aware that and this is probably made obvious for but she has basically a great concern for the for both cultural and physical continuity of the species. So when she thought you were a threat, essentially it's like you would your introduction, because you are not a Makot, would inherently change things on a special level.
Yeah. I'm not looking to procreate with my child, so it's all good.
Oh no, I totally get that. But again, like she was like, wow, this person is like straight up powerful and has influence. Because you are good is why she was really on guard.
Hang on. I got this. I can prove it's not an issue. If I indicate she's in another relationship, then obviously she's no threat to Zasha.
I've been hinting that Kami has literally been blatantly going like, yeah, Rose domesticated me. That should be blatant enough that, hey, I'm with this guy.
I would like to note that there is an inherent sort of kind of clamory thing with the Makot, so I don't know quite how effective.
That's true. That is also true. I guess Kit Kat is lucky that he wasn't a sea elf. My hatred for them will never die.
Well, yes, but as I recall, the polyamory is that the women are allowed to take multiple spouses because they are a matriarchal society.
Yeah, the males, if they are not the quote unquote breeding males, then yeah, there is a.
So if Bro like takes a moment, come by, like like yank the ponytail, big, like dominant kiss moment. It was like, no, it was like this is very clearly like, no, this is a male situation. Like, we're not even in the same dynamic as you guys, so clearly not a threat.
Yeah. It's still weirded out that she's like,
that would actually be enough to only leave the fact that you could influence his decisions, but everything else she'd be fine with.
And they already handled that one, so
yeah.
Like, I'm going to end up paying for that later, but
but not in a bad way, so don't feel bad.
Oh, I thought she got offended when I actually got assertive.
Yeah, and then she went on vacation.
Oh well.
Yeah, we'll have other vacation stuff.
So it's always like, I'm gonna totally pay for this later, and then afterwards she's like, where did that come from? Do that more. Like, wait, what? Doppelganger protocol. What's Who are you and what have you done with Gami?
What's your sign? Know your other sign.
You've gotten too mellow.
I'm too mellow. She really did. Now, as time goes on, she could get cranky again, but she won't get as cranky.
Well, I imagine as we do what we do when her tolerance of our shit decreases.
She'd be like, "Oh yeah, that's why I went on vacation." Where's the spray bottle? Somebody fill it with acid.
No, it helps the priest is over there, is derping back on the ship. So that's one source of her annoyance gone.
It's like, huzzah! I've also decided to keep Lieutenant Dan, even though he still has both his legs. But I feel like he might lose it at the end of the campaign.
Dan, you're not referring to Pinkerton. You're referring to
Uh, was it Lane?
Yeah, it's super.
Supervisor Lane.
Yeah, the guy who's been running the boat when she's not on it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Because he's actually really good at running things.
Mm.
That's right. He's a
She still hates
supervisor.
his guts. Yeah. She hates his guts, but she'll keep him around.
Like right now, he's supervising a salvage operation while we're here in the woods.
Mhm.
Because we parked the boat on top of another wrecked boat, and it was like, oh well, there's might as well loot that boat while we're here.
Yep.
Because I bet my crew missed me. They miss
Well, at the
all
moment,
the
your crew
hard
doesn't know you're
training.
back, so
I know. That's what they're gonna be so surprised. As soon as I get back, it's training time. They probably slacked off in my absence.
I mean, slacked off by your standards, maybe.
They're
Knowing
the
Lane,
only
he's dead.
standards that matter.
I was like, knowing Lane, he's definitely been drilling them.
Oh, I'm out of order already? Damn.
Anyway, onward.
Okay. The vehicle will get to the end of its bit.
Do you have work tonight?
Every Friday.
Okay.
And it's just like a freak accident.
What's our cutoff time then?
I need to go pick up Jeremiah. I need to be gone by 10.
Okay, so if we aim for 9:30.
Yeah. Ouch.
I didn't do it.
Okay. Well, I will drop the
Mm.
group. Assume that this is like
Blame the creepy tiger.
We're gonna have to fight the creepy tiger. Do I have any electricity? Doesn't look like I do. That's okay.
should be able to add this. There we go.
Are we still in the tunnel, or
This would have been you guys would have exited the tunnel in into this area.
and you said it lost 160? Now this looks sufficiently camp-like. Top up Sammy's hit points.
There we go. At the moment, you guys will still be inside inside the. She wants to disembark. I normally this does not have windows outside of the driving area.
Considering we were diving through a tunnel, probably not.
Okay.
Afraid about Watergate happening?
So, for those that are in the driving area, while this map does not depict metal and stuff like that, assume that of metal things and such growing out of them. Given that this will not be a part of a traveling montage anymore, if you are wanting to climb or like do a jump close, starting close from them, I will need a dexterity saving throw to just avoid being cut by something, by the movement.
Pull the vehicle up, open hatch, people can get out. I guess, unless we think we need it, I suppose I can dismiss it for the moment.
Yeah, I think we can go on foot. I need to be easier from this
Can't
point
delete
on,
it.
anyway.
If
I can click it, but I can't delete it.
I believe you, Kami, you said your passive perception was 22. Bro, what is
Mhm.
yours?
22.
Okay. Which case?
I don't know
Tell
what
you what,
Sammy's is because I can't do math.
because you can't do math.
I can't add 10. It's too hard. It should be written down on his thing there under senses.
Mm, I
Yeah, passive
nope.
perception 18.
Oh, where'd you see it at?
You see where it says
Oh,
skills?
up at the top. Up at the top. Okay.
Yep.
I was looking down in the black font. In the black
No,
font.
no, no. It's in the pink font right there next to his skills.
I got you. I see it now. I see it now.
Which case, you will notice something, something in the tunnel that must have been following the vehicle.
Is it one of those metal tigers? Yeah, I
Well,
thought
that's
it's
not
metal.
derpy or white.
I wish it was. I wish it was.
It just chose to follow this loud ass drilling machine for 2 days.
It must be really hungry. Uh, can I try to calm the animal and send it away?
And what manner would you like to try to calm this animal?
Animal handling. And failing that, have a spell to make you friendly.
Okay.
Mm,
Are you gonna get closer to it while you use your animal handling, or are you trying to do like some distance thing?
I don't have friends with animals. Uh, yeah, I don't have friends with animals. I don't know what that spell is. I think I made it up. No, we will try to get not super close where it can claw my face out. Obviously, coming within a 60-foot range of it, it could probably pounce on me. I don't know how strong tigers are in D&D, but I know how strong they are when it comes to pouncing in real life.
Okay. Um, in that case,
No.
the closer you get to it, the more uncomfortable you're going to be
Oh,
feeling.
oh yeah. This thing is corrupted, so I know I'm going to be uncomfortable. But doing it for the gram. Animal handling. I'm going to guide myself on this. I don't feel like I just put all that dice up, so we'll just randomly roll. Oh, damn. That's just the one. Waste of guidance. That says Sammy, but that should be me. What does my name start with? A K. But I don't see it anywhere. What? Where am I? Oh, here we go. Nope. God damn it. Cooperate. All right. What is my animal handling? 18. Okay. That's a 17. We're good. Confirm. Hey, kitty. It's all good. Do I have rations on me? Let me check. Polly Pocket. Oh wow, I don't have rations. This Kami just oh, you know what? That's because Kami was like, I'll just hunt for everything. So sad. So sad. I don't have okay, it's cool, cool. Yeah. Trim the pants off this thing. Hey my guy. Oh, plus the one is 36. Haha. Like it's gonna be
Um,
okay. We're just friends. We're passing through. Sorry if we came across your territory. If you need food, I'll get it for you.
well, it seems to feel really compelled to go after you. Your manner about yourself and possibly any lingering connections from when you were on, the Dark Dust, um, uh, causes it to still, though it is looking directly at. You will see that there's some gold that drips off of its, and the gold rolls back onto its paw to disappear into the gold bits that are a part of its paw.
Oh,
At you.
you poor thing. You never asked for this. I'm so sorry that this happened to you.
It, however, is not getting any closer, since I believe you said you were just wanting to kind of calm it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Are these birds actually flying around or no?
Yes, though they seem really confused, as if they're as if birds have the magnetic sense to help have them fly places.
Yeah.
That seems to be really confused, so their flight patterns are really disorderly and
Okay,
seem to be
awesome.
confined to the area.
Uh Rose, shoot me down like 2 of those birds. Or don't
Rose
shoot
are
me.
here right now.
Oh, well then, damn. Kit Kat, shoot me down 2 of those birds.
Sure. Why? Why roll low this?
At least the second attack rolled well.
Yeah, the 15 will hit due to bird.
Okay.
They can shoot again.
Assuming he tosses me the dead bird.
Yeah. Yeah. You're toss a dead bird.
Oh, does the 12 hit?
The
And
12 will hit.
okay, yeah. If he can hand me those, tosses me the birds, I will then toss the 2 dead birds to the tiger. Like, if you don't eat me, I can feed you. Don't eat me. I don't want to be eaten. Don't. Actually, Sierra does. So never mind.
It will it will growl at you. That growl will have a metal whine, or it crouches down to munch on the birds that you toss towards it.
Awesome. Does anybody got anything to make stuff sleepy? If so, shoot me another bird, pump it full of sleepy stuff. Let's toss it to the tiger. No one? Okay. Sweet.
That'll try. That'll hit.
Huzzah. Yeah, but does he have stuff to make the bird, the tiger go sleepy?
Um, Mint will offer you some um like the equivalent of Ambien.
Awesome. Awesome. We're going to put as much of it into the bird and toss the bird to the tiger. I'm going to specifically put it in the liver. So that way it's like almost impossible for it to smell it.
Ah, good to know. If I ever go with a liver, I just have to hide things in the liver.
Mhm. Yes, but normally they'll be dead by then. You know, unless you plan on
Okay.
committing murder.
Are you gonna toss the ambient bird over?
Yep.
Okay. It will munch on the bird.
Awesome. 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 Uh,
It, are you gonna like wait for it to take effect, or
well, I'm gonna say that we can start moving. However, I would suggest that road takes point for a while, as I don't want to turn I'm not turning my back on this tiger. Um, and I'm gonna hold position until the party is probably like 30, 60 feet ahead of me, and then start walking backwards so I
okay?
can make sure that the tiger doesn't like attack us.
Can I get a perception roll from you?
Best of both worlds. She stays with the party, and I can watch her leave.
You said perception?
Yes,
Yes.
please.
Perception, that is a 13 plus. That's why I do math. Actually, now that I added them in my head, I feel like that was very simple and I could have done it, but fuck it. What's the use of roll 20 if not to add numbers?
25 the number?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I'm going
Um,
to pop a guidance on it.
okay.
There we go.
Okay. Um, what it initially escaped your notice is the fact that there is a second one of them that
Damn it.
you will notice coming like around the side as it was able to initially move ahead because you noticed the one but not the other.
Mm, mm.
You
Is it
got clever,
moving
girl.
ahead towards the party?
Um, it's it's northern, just along the side. It is looking at the party. Um,
Well, I will let the party know what's ahead, as my focus is
okay.
on this
Yeah,
guy.
according to Kami, there is a little tigery thingy that is in the area. Anyway, if you want to actually find it yourself, I will need a perception roll. Um,
Can he get
um,
advantage if I tell him where I last saw it?
yes. Also, you Kami can tell that it's on the prowl. That it's
Oh, yeah.
prowling. So it may not immediately attack, but its intent is to eventually attack.
Oh, yeah. That would put Sammy at alert because Sammy's also a predatory animal. So let them fight.
And I want to watch King of the Monsters.
On the Tuesday night list.
Yeah, yo, yeah, yo.
Jatana with her keen senses um, will point out to is that role. Ro keen. I mean, you trust Kami, but you don't see it.
Fine. Have Kaze have his head on a swivel. I'm still trying to find the dock anyway.
Hmm.
Okay. Since I don't think you were in the room for this, the birds on the map are in fact here. They're flying in an erratic, confused pattern, as if they're, um, the bird's magnetic navigation. It looks like it's being futzed with.
Yeah. No
Oh, and
compasses and shit probably won't work here.
we gave the tiger behind us Ambien.
Yeah. Tommy, I can also let you know that because of where it's prowling, its body does not seem to be affected by metal growths that are on the trees.
No biggie. Does the tiger behind us look like it's getting drowsy?
Um, it does not look like it's drowsy at all. It does, however, look like it is enjoying eating its.
Okay, I don't think the Ambien worked. In which case, I think we need to circle the wagon because I'm about to do something. To get these bastards to either go ahead attack or to leave us the fuck alone.
Okay, just so you're aware, there are canisters around and boxes on
Ex-
top of elevated areas. The canisters do have availability warnings on them.
okay. Oh,
So make for the high ground, I guess.
yeah. Let's head to the high ground.
All right, so we'll start making our way up towards those boxes. That our map south of us looks like.
Okay. Were you in the room when I mentioned about the general terrain division?
No.
Okay. Um, Despite the map, there are like metal growths coming out of the grounds and the trees, the rock faces. That if you're doing something like climbing or jumping near like a rock face or something, you'll need to make a dexterity saving throw to avoid getting cuts and stuff. If you just have the ability to fly or make a large arcing jump, um, then as long as you're not too close, you should be fine.
I got a high 30 feet at full buff.
Okay. Um, that would be enough to safely jump. Or 30 feet. 30 feet up, I will.
I say we put Mint on Sammy's back and have Sammy jump up.
Works for me.
Uh, and I'll grab Kit Kat, and Mark Thomas can grab what's her face. I can grab them both either way. I can give them assists with.
Okay, cool. Okay. Um. Okay. So jump. You said. Uh. Okay. So people are gonna be there. Mint's gonna be on top of Sammy. How's
Mhm.
Sammy getting up there? Just climbing.
Uh, he can do. He can long jump to 25 feet with a running start, and then he can climb the rest of the way up.
If he's climbing the rest of the way up, I will need a dexterity saving throw from.
Yeah, because you said the landing was like 30 feet. He can't jump 30 feet high.
Yeah.
You said dex save. Oh, he's good with that. That's a 17 plus 13, sir.
Plus 13 for the dexterity save.
17 on the dice, 13 on the dex.
Okay. Nice.
Just general question. I keep forgetting the air crystal has me constantly under the effects of freedom of movement. Would that matter for this terrain issue?
The terrain movement goes beyond negating difficult terrain.
Difficult terrain. Spells, magical effects can neither reduce the target's speed nor cause the target to be paralyzed or restrained. Spend 5 feet of movement to escape, restraints and grapples. No underwater penalties.
Okay.
So it's more of a spirit of the spell question than a literal verbiage of the spell question, given what the situation.
I'll say for that it'll give you save versus all.
Okay, I'll take evasion.
Okay. Ooh. Sammy. Climbing up. I will have it because you said he leapt on and then started climbing.
Yeah.
So I will have that just because he wouldn't have been traversing through all of it. We'll take 36 magical slashing.
Oh, okay. Oh wow, a 30 something wasn't enough. Okay.
Well, actually you save versus half at that point. Sorry, it would be 18. 18 because of because he leapt on and started climbing. He did make the save, which halved it, so 18.
Okay. It's like a drop on a bucket for him. He has a lot of HP. I think he has like what the second or third highest HP in the party.
Pretty sure he has the highest, and then I'm second.
Okay.
378. Yeah, because my
Kit
natural
Kat's
HP is
3.
below his, but I have 20 hit, but I have temporary hit points.
Yeah.
Okay. Um. Um. Usher will, because I know there was like a plan for.
Kami was carrying one, and Thomas was supposed to carry the other.
Okay.
And if you didn't want to let that happen, I was like, I can carry both of them if I have to.
That'll be fine. In which case, you guys can get to high ground here. Um. So, Kami, I believe you said you had a plan of some kind.
No, 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 no. I said if the thing. Oh yeah, no. I said I could either attack them and draw them now, or we could like wait for them to attack. Was the option?
Oh, question because
Scare
it's
them
been a
off
while
or
and
get them to attack. Yeah, there we go. That was what I said. Hmm.
question. I know people have a lot of abilities, and it has been a while. Actually, um, which now makes it more visible. The does anyone have like detect magic like up constantly through something?
Not constantly, no.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, it's just it's a prowling around down there, looking up, snarling.
As long as it stays down there.
Mm, uh, I can't tell because the ship's in the way. I mean, our ride's in the way. Is it near a canister? Is there a canister underneath all that?
Closest canister is the one north of it.
Okay, I wasn't sure because I can't. The
Yeah,
thing we
I got the
rode
same.
in
I
on
got
it.
the same problem. Yeah,
Oh, what's the
Okay.
station?
the drill thing did not, did not delete on our screen,
Oh, okay. Here, it's lead on mine.
and as you can see, it deleted on the one the stream is seeing. But for Me and Sierra apparently did not delete.
Oh, ooh,
I did not delete at all. But I can't. That's why I was like, I don't know if there's something underneath it. Like, I said nothing.
okay, oh,
There's nothing in it. You might not need to fix it. It might just be that we need to refresh Roll20, but I refuse because Roll20 gives me such a headache when I refresh it.
mental comment. Well, maybe we can just travel along this dangerous tree, and it won't get us.
Possibly. Uh, yeah. This is probably the safest course of action for now. And I will keep lookout on the tigers. I will keep my eyes on the prize.
Okay.
Not that I'm too worried, because just because they're animals don't mean they can surprise me. But
Better safe than sorry in this case.
yeah. Maybe I can't go to sleep now because it's metal and machines don't need sleep. Or maybe
What
the
do we got in this
ambience taking.
campsite?
One down here.
Yep.
Ah, okay. Well, if you're looking there, yeah, these large crates, um, are mostly empty. One of them does have a bit of equipment. Um, campsite itself has a lot of Ustrina equipment equipment in. Um, we'll see that there are um metal spheres with um like metal encased tubing along the outer edge. There's bits of transparent material on those tubes, showing some um um like red lava lampy turns it back and forth and just looks hot. Um, this looks like it was looks like it was a little bit of a research post while other stuff was being done. Looking around, you will find a notebook. This notebook, um, dusty, partially buried. Um, is it? Well, okay. If you do not read Undercommon, it will look like gibberish.
Mm.
Undercommon, if I remember correctly, uses common. It's just
Oh, I have Undercommon.
Do you want to come over here and and look at the book? If not, I
Yeah,
got comprehend languages.
I got you.
Yeah,
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
toss it over.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
okay.
We should save the mana in case the tigers attack us.
I mean, I can cast it as a ritual, so it'd be free. But if you actually have the language, that's
No.
faster.
Yeah.
That's me casting it for free would be 10 minutes.
Camp here while the more secure um, building gets built, given the things that are around here. And there'll be a bit of a log after that of like mundane things. Um, uh, uh, day 20. The uh, the shelter is finally going to be built by the end of the day. Combination of corruption and deficits area seems to be acting oddly. I fortunately it's unsubstantiated, which will totally be substantiated if my investigation. I am suspecting that this combination of corrupted land and site could be used as a for one with a keen eye enough of where ancient artifacts are, at least ones that still radiate. I was able to find a number of not too terribly powerful, but certainly interesting artifacts in the area as the corruption seems to move, bringing the other side along with it, or perhaps the other way around. Either way, it's a difference with their difference. It seems to be that the combination is naturally gravitating towards uh, ancient um, ancient artifacts of power. I only wish I had anything of note on me, but I've been barred from imports. Um, that's the last entry of note. Given the condition of the book, it was either dropped or left in a hurry. Um, and a particular campsite hasn't been used in a while, judging by the condition. You do, however, see on the much larger tree climb climb to the so a reinforced metal structure on top of that large downed.
Well, so there's that large facility there. Sounds like a good place to start looking.
Yep. And it's reinforced, so maybe those tigers can't get in. If you want to start, you and Sammy want to start leading people there. I'm going to stand in the back of the group in case the tigers decide that they want to start attacking. That way I can warn people to run. Or to stand the ground and fight, either way.
All right.
How are you wanting to reverse to get over?
Well, I see this route that looks like it goes a good chunk of the way over to the trunk, which we can then, traverse up. So that requires us to move through the razor stuff. Um,
I will note that on the main trunk of the tree, uh, there there isn't any metal that's larger than angle.
okay, so once we get to the trunk, it's in theory relatively safe.
Yeah.
Do people need help getting up there, or
I mean, I could, summon a vehicle. We could, take multiple flight trips. Um,
So it all
well,
depends on
I
how
want
you.
you. Uh huh.
Oh, it all depends on how you guys want to get there.
Well, I want
we
you
could
to save
pile
your
several
mana.
people up on the floating disc.
Yeah, let's do that. And then anybody else can either be floated on, flew on or flat flown up. You know what
Okay,
I'm
if I
trying to
put
say.
Sammy on the disc, you and Thomas will have to fly somebody.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Which I
'Cause,
figured anyway.
That's it, because Sammy takes up a lot of room. So if you guys don't mind carrying, a person each, floating disc can do the rest of the work. And at that point, the only person who's in danger is me.
But you got like that boots of
Yeah, yeah.
gravity, right?
With the air crystal, I should be fine.
Yeah.
Especially considering my long jump is 84 feet and the trunk is a little over 100 feet away.
Hmm.
So in theory, I can do this in 2 hops. The disc will zip to try and keep up with me. So what am I rolling?
Okay. Um. I'll let you know.
Did you though? Did you?
Not now I moved. But, okay. For your hops,
Hmm.
jumping is general.
Well, I know jumping is normally athletics, but I wasn't sure if there was like a save that I was supposed to be doing to navigate the stuff in addition to the jumping, or whether the jumping was enough.
Given that you were jumping, you'd have advantage on your dex.
Okay. That's what I was, trying to confirm. Okay. Power of COVID die.
Hmm.
Rolled shit for Dex, but it's okay. My Dex is 1,000,000.
Mm.
Okay, that is enough to avoid.
Boing, boing, boing.
Mm.
Tommy, you said you were flying over.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so everybody else is either on a floating disc or being flown.
Figure. See you guys moving and be bounding over. Roar! Roar!
Know your lane. Know your lane.
I'm not saying this, but get down here. Roar!
Hmm.
Hey, that is saying that. Remember, thanks to my pact of the kami, I can speak with animals on permanently.
Oh, down here. Down here. Let me come after you.
Looks like that's what you're gonna have to do.
No tasty stuff.
I don't see the door, though I do see that it let me see inside as soon as I walked up to it, so that was neat.
Hmm.
I didn't even have to go inside like I normally do.
Oh yeah, the bounding box is larger.
Ah, okay.
Um,
Well, thanks to the broken bounding box, no, that's a balcony. Okay. That must be the door.
okay. Door is locked.
I'll start the knocking.
Hello?
Hi.
Talk now.
I'm not the tiger. I'm a person. You wouldn't happen to be Doctor Name I have forgotten because it's been literally 2 months since we were given this mission.
Yes.
Oh, hi. I'm Romagus. Kisa, in theory, told you we were coming, looking for you.
Oh yes, she did. She did. I'm afraid you came at an inconvenient time.
Do you know that
Because of the
if
tiger
we
downstairs, because you're out of toilet paper, what? You got a lady friend in there?
Um. uh. No. No. But I am on the brink of proving one of my theories.
I'm going to prove it through in a
Okay.
second if he doesn't open this door.
Well, can we come inside to discuss it so this thing, dude down here doesn't try to climb up and get friendly?
So let me climb up there and eat you. Roar. um. I was unaware that the Magus name held a PhD.
It doesn't, but we need your assistance, and I figured we could discuss it, maybe help if you're on the brink of something, maybe there's something we can do to get you over the brink so that you finish whatever you're doing here, so you'll be willing to help us with finding this ancient airship thing that we need your help finding?
He wasn't kidding.
No! We have a lead. You're the leading expert.
Tell him we said please.
And we're saying please. We come a long way. The least you can do is hear us out.
Well, if you said please.
Mm,
Um. Um. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
He's coming, guys.
Good, because I was
Poke
ready to break
TT.
my foot off of his ass if he didn't. He does not know how close he came to death today.
You will hear sounds of like heavy bars of metal moving, like ting ting chunk. Some chains being being moved like at the door. Um, and um sound of like a like a rotating like a valve handle shifted, or you finally hear a as some heavy metal slides into some recesses, and you can
Cool. I will go inside, and I believe that's roughly a good place to call it since we were talking about 9:30.
oh
Mm-hmm.
yes, we were talking about 9:30. I can yeah, I can move folks to folks. Sammy can get in, he'll just have to squeeze through. Um there is this individual. Though right now, you do see the weapon like off to the side of the corner. Though right now he's not in that attire. Um, he's just in a simple robe with a tied sash.
I admit, I was expecting.
um, the in the corner of the actually, it's right in the center of a desk over there, which I guess I can remove the roof. That was more of a for neat. Um, right here on this table is a looks like a golden lava lamp. The place that you can see is cluttered with books, devices, both of Estrina make and not. The smell of like steam or roasted vegetables, plant life. Um, between the two of you, who is the highest passive?
I think we were both tied at 22.
Mm-hmm.
22. Okay. In that case, then um, Tommy,
Hmm.
um, with this individual here and amongst the clutter, you feel that there is um, a slight sense of danger, even though this appears to be otherwise safe space.
Uh,
Um,
like corruption danger, or just like the feeling of danger?
at the moment, it's more the feeling of danger. Um, and we can get more information on that along with a few other things next time.
Awesome. Remind me about that feeling.
I'm sure it'll be included in the recap. Hopefully, I'll have the microphone issue fixed by then. Because having to turn you guys down was annoying. I have a couple thoughts on what it could be. One of them, was I ordered a new cable, so I'm wondering if that was the issue.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, the cable could be bad.
That's like considering it was all rolled up and stuff in the box when they sent it to me. It's like if it was a cheap cable, something could have broken, and that would explain why it just randomly happens. Because it was fine Wednesday, it was fine for 2 months. The other thing could be, and if I had it positioned differently, depending on what the damage is, that could explain it.
Yeah. I need to jiggle USB.
Yeah. Well, I did. I changed USB ports between the two
Okay.
instances.
Yeah, I know it's relatively short, but hopefully it was nice to be back at least for a little bit.
Yep.
Um, if you guys had not done your vehicle thing, which I totally forgot you could do that, um, Kami, more specific, Kami, most likely, would have been the one to notice that the Metal Tiger would have been like stalking you like all
The whole time. Yeah.
um.
Oh, good night, everybody.